Boo! Gotcha. Well, hello. Welcome to the October years. It is Halloween times, children. People are gonna get spooked. And it's time for my Halloween series. Or Halloween event, as I will call it. Halloween Havoc, where I'll just make Halloween themed videos where I talk about movies, video games, TV shows, all of the crazy shit I like, Halloween wise. And yeah, it's that time, so you damn sure I'm going to talk about it. Today we're going to talk about a specific film that has touched my heart, especially the films, most of the films in general have touched my heart, as my favorite horror film franchise, Halloween, the 1978 film, not 2018 or 2007. Yeah, none of those two. We're talking about the 1978 film, directed by John Carpenter, the man himself who was a horror mastermind, at least for a small period of time, and starring Miss Jamie Lee Curtis. Yes, the Jamie of the Lees and the Curtises, and starring as Laurie fucking Strode. You know, mate. See that? That was Australian. Oh, fuck me. Laurie Strode, who became the iconic Final Girl, who spawned the iconic Final Girl thing, as well as it being iconic for starting slasher genre, specifically. In my opinion, I believe. It spawned the whole damn shebang. You know, it is the predecessor of the Friday the 13th films. I didn't you know. But yeah, it's a very personal favorite of mine, mainly because when I was a kid, I used to love watching Halloween movies. I don't fucking know why. I hated every other horror movie except those movies. Especially the fourth and the fifth one. I'd watch those frequent, even though nowadays they're trash, bro. They're fucking trash. But Halloween to me is a good horror movie in terms of general scares, you know, general creepiness, general everything. It's meant for the holiday season, damn it. It's meant for his iconic mask, his iconic yo, I'm dead. Nah, kid, I'm still up. And that, and literally the framework of the cinematography, the way he's in the background, the way in the iconic shot of Laurie Strode and him in the darkness of the doorway, and him his mask creeping in, that is fucking great. Fucking great. And Donald Pleasance, who plays the Dr. Loomis, who was the doctor for Michael Myers while he's sent to the psych ward. I believe it's the psych ward. I don't know for sure because I don't memorize the entire details of the movie. I don't watch it 24/7, but you know, still. Oh, this movie. And even the kids in this movie are great because they see the boogeyman. You understand? They see the fucking boogeyman and they come a telling the babysitter. It is a great ass movie, guys. You must watch this. You must watch this. It's a recommend. It's a definite recommend, and I think it'll bring some nice, scary little vibes for you. It's not gonna be. I don't think it's gonna jump scare you. It's not gonna fucking. I don't know. It's not gonna make you cry or any shit like that. But it's a movie that'll creep you out a little bit. It's a stalkerish kind of movie. And the slashing is pretty slash. And, yeah. Yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's one of my favorites. And I think also the pumpkin. The iconic pumpkin in the title sequence. You gotta get that. You better buy that. Buy that. Buy the merch. Buy all the merch. Support it. If you don't, that's just messed up. It's just fucked up, dude. I will say though, Halloween sequels pretty not good for the most part. I mean, the 2018 one, which I will talk about in a future video, is fucking great. But this movie is a starter of something that never really wanted to start the way never really wanted to start like a franchise of Michael Myers. It was intended to be an anthology series, and that's what the third one was. The third one was like an anthology. It wasn't supposed to be like Halloween, Michael Myers. It was just supposed to be Halloween, a tale of creepy stories that continue on for an anthology. And I would have been down for that too, honestly. I'd be like, fuck Michael Myers. But also, I love the Michael Myers movies. Don't matter how bad they fucking are, or the fact that they fuck up the mask like several times. And I'm just like, yo, just dude, the mask, the original mask, the first one is great. The 2018 mask is great. The 2007 version was pretty actually cool too. And there was like a couple versions that were pretty alright. But the amount, excuse me, that yawn was pretty much there, and I apologize because you heard a deepened, tired version of me. Listen. But listen. Fuck what I was about to say. This is the true fact. But the fact that they would fuck up the mask, I don't know why they would redo the mask. They could just fucking, I don't know. And also there's like the pink mask thing, if you've seen the image of it. And also there's the CGI mask that happened in that one scene. Good God, my eyeballs cannot unforgive that. And also Busta Rhymes. You know, we might get to those in the future, Halloween next year or so. But I want to talk about the first one, and specifically the 2018 one this year. I might make room to talk about more. Who knows? But yes, there's a version where Busta Rhymes happens. And also at the same time, Laurie Strode kills herself. Not intentionally, but it's fucked up. But this movie, it's a classic. And John Carpenter directed it perfecto. There's a lot of cool characters in here that return in the future. I think the new movie. And also there's a lot of interesting kind of background things, like especially with Michael. If you watch the background, you'll notice Michael just fucking driving around, stalking, doing his thing, and it slowly builds up the tenseness and the creepiness, and that's what makes good horror to me. It doesn't have to be entirely in your face scary. That's not what horror is. Horror can be many things. It can be creepy, it can be unsettling, it can be unnerving, it can be tense. There's many fucking genres of horror in horror itself. So horror can never be contained in a way. You know, that's why Ari Aster with his movies Hereditary and Midsommar create different experiences. Because they're different kind of horror. But the same horror, but in the same thing, if you get my drift, because they're all horror. There's subgenres, yes, but I feel like for the most part, I don't see many of them diving too much deep into subgenres. I mean, you could say there's like possession subgenres and stuff like that, yes, but it's all in this ever engulfing thing of horror that I just love. Except the movies that suck, because there's movies that fucking suck. Also, but I buy the movies that suck sometimes. Like, if I want a franchise of a series, like, I'm going to buy all the Halloween movies. Whenever they're available, I'm buying them all. You know what? Because I'm a collector, okay? Also, I'm a guilty pleasure kind of guy. I literally have the entire Saw fucking movies. And we're going to talk about those, too, at a certain point. But, like, oof. I just love it, dude. I love this stupid shit. But the Saw thing's about me. I don't like the torture shit. I'm more into the soap opera about the storyline because it gets confusing. Because there's so many fucking flashbacks. At a certain point, you just lose count of what's actually happening. And that's what makes it great. It's how fucking convoluted it tries to be. Even though the first movie was so fucking simple. It was the simplest thing. And they fucking were like, fuck it up, fuck it all up, but in a beautiful mess. And that's what happened with that. I mean, but back to the main thing. It's like, for me, that's what I think of. I'm not a subgenre kind of guy, even though I know what the subgenres are. I know if you want to break it down, you can break it down. But for me, I'm just like, it's horror. It's horror. Unless it's not. Which Malignant was kind of that for me. It was like it was hard to say if it was horror or not, but it was, but it wasn't, but it was. You know, I'm baffled with that movie. But Halloween 1978 is a classic film. You gotta watch it. And if you're into John Carpenter, after you watch that, I would recommend watching his other movies. The Thing. He also did the 1982 movie, The Thing. As well as he did The Prince of Darkness. He's done many 1980s horrors that might be your interest or might freak you the fuck out because the practical effects in some of those movies are fucking disgusting. Because of the gore and stuff, and also the way he creates those creatures, or the visual effects artist who creates those creatures. Pardon me, who creates those creatures? Not the visual effects artist. What am I talking about? The makeup artist. I'm forgetting the actual. I think it's the makeup artist. I'm forgetting the actual person, but they do some fucking cool ass real shit, not that fake shit, CGI. And there's some cool designs of the, especially in The Thing. If you watch The Thing, it's pretty good. But I've been rambling. This is a ramble kind of fucking video. Because Halloween for me, there's not much to talk about. Mainly because I just love it. There's nothing. I love the horror. I love the fucking no eyes. I love that you don't see the eyes of Michael Myers. And the movies that show the eyes, I'm just like, oh god, he's regular. No. I mean, of course he's a man, obviously, but not seeing his eyes, it gives it that feeling that Dr. Loomis says in the movie. It's like pure evil. That's all I see is black, pure evil. And that's why he's the Shape. He's known as the Shape in the first movie because he's just this force, this thing, he's human, but he's not in a way because of how he does his shit. And especially in future movies when he fucking just one arm fucking slowly drops down in that fucking movie. I'm just like, my man, how the fuck do you get this so... Oh, my guy. And then he eats dogs. That's also in the movie. That's a fact. He eats dogs. Not for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but when he's hungry, he eats dog. But yeah, this is a 10 out of 10 IGN. I would play this again. That's how good that was. And welcome to the Halloween times, everyone. I hope you got your costumes picked out. You know my costume, what it's gonna be already, because it's obvious when I just did this whole video. So yeah, I'm trying to buy it on Party City, and let me tell you something, Party City, you better fucking have it. They fucking run out in the stores. I don't know if online runs out, but they better have it. And you didn't want to know this, and you didn't ask for me to tell you, but yeah, that's where I'm buying it from, Party City. So fun fact, sucker. So yeah, guys, have a spooky one, and gaboo boo, bye bye.